And we're back. Episode 36. I am joined by my cohort as always, Bryan
What's
Kern.
up? What's up, everybody? How are we doing?
And we are joined by the self-proclaimed king of Crabcore, Andrew Wetzel from Attack Attack.
Whoa, I never said that.
The self-proclaimed?
Yeah, you
What?
made that title up, bro. I did not say that.
Yeah.
Our mission to slander this band begins now.
Yeah, Jesus, you're already coming in hot right out of the... I haven't even opened my beer yet, and you're already just...
Did you know hashtag Crabcore Revival was a thing? I thought you started that.
No, I didn't start that one.
That's unfortunate. I feel like that could have been a big money grab.
Hashtag Crabcore Hentai has nothing to do with you either.
Well-
Unfortunate as well.
Because if not, you're losing out on some key marketing points here, man. This is good shit.
You know, I plead the fifth here.
I don't think that's allowed on the show, Sarah. I don't know if we went through. I don't know if we gave you a disclaimer leading in, but yeah, pleading the fifth. It doesn't go well here. You get booted. We'll boot you. Don't be the first guest. Don't be the first guest that gets booted. Do not be the first guest that gets booted. I don't believe we've booted anybody official yet.
Yeah.
No, but the law has after we interviewed them several guests.
Fair. Yes.
So I'm going to start off with we don't have any 6ix9ine update. And we don't have any Kanye updates. We're just going to skip those this week. So
Beautiful.
Sorry to all the loyal listeners who look forward to
I have to ask
Tekashi's 6ix9ine update.
We do have to ask. We ask every guest. Are you into 6ix9ine since he is a troll at all? Are you into him?
I'm not into him. Like,
Okay.
if that makes... I definitely...
The first guest with a slant towards him because everybody else hates him. So you're doing
Why?
good.
I mean, he's fucking
we love him.
obnoxious, but at the same time, like, dude, the track he did with Nicki Minaj, I watched that music video, and I had questions afterwards. I was like, the
Yeah.
fuck did I just watch?
Yeah.
And I watched it again. I'm
Sexy
like,
questions.
We got
I
into
like this?
we got into his documentary. It was good. Like, nah, man,
Mm-hmm.
we cover him every episode. But people hate him. People hate him for sure.
And they hate us for covering him.
Yeah, they do.
Well, they hate him because he's obnoxiously effective at wielding clout on the internet. Like,
Yeah.
he just, whatever. He's good at getting people to talk about him, so... Which can be
I've
worse.
I've had a burning question about AA for years. Can I ask it? I mean, I can't just stop you from asking it. So you should have just asked it, and I would have put that up there. But
Yeah.
you burned your one question. Now I got to boot you.
Yeah.
Cleaning Street. Yeah.
Yep,
Sorry, my
ban-
guy.
Ban this person immediately.
Okay, so the hottest news this week is definitely on the tip of everyone's tongues in Hollywood. iCarly's getting a reboot.
Whoa,
How
really?
excited are you guys for the iCarly reboot? It is going to have the original cast. Yes, Miranda Cosgrove is all grown up. It's okay to say she's cute now. And yeah, stoked.
I didn't know
I'm
about
stoked.
this until you told me, sir. So I had no fucking idea. But I didn't watch it in the first place. Are you
were
excited? Yeah.
Who, me? No, not
You
really.
said-
I don't even have television, bro. Like, what? I'm not going to watch TV.
Sweet.
shit.
We're going to breeze through these.
Yeah, we are, man. That's great.
Yeah, I can already sense there's going to be no meaningful discussion for the rest of this segment.
Whoa.
No, it's cool. It's cool. We don't specialize in meaningful discussion. Like I said, we're just here to break bands up.
Yeah.
The next news I have on the docket is a game you said you don't play. Cyberpunk 2077 is like the hottest game. Everyone's pre-ordered it. They got it. I guess a big issue they're having with the game is like a nudity glitch. The one I seen was pretty crazy because it had the player with his penis protruding out of his pants.
Yeah, it's
Are
just
you-
sticking out.
Just
Are
a
you-
full-on wang.
Are you not going to share any of it? Did you screenshot it? Are you going to pop some up?
I can't show a digital wang. I'll get booted.
You could. I think you could.
No, digital wangs don't work on here, dude.
All right. Well, that's unfortunate. I feel like we should see it. I mean, with all the craze that the game's having, I'm surprised that people aren't taking more advantage of this. I feel like this is like a hack maybe, or I understand it's a glitch, but there's tits and dicks just everywhere in this game. And I've also
it's a
seen some
PR
other
stunt.
ones. Maybe. No, yeah, that could be. That fucking
Like,
could be.
oops, there's genitals in our game. Don't talk
Hey.
about that.
And it's not just those, like, there are glitches. There's a shit ton of glitches. Like, people in wheelchairs are getting up and running away. There's, like, buildings that are, like, slanted. And I hear there's a big graphic disparity. Wetzel over here on his high-tech fucking computer setup is going to get fucking the most phenomenal graphics. But if you're playing on a PS5, you look like you're playing on an N64. It's all blocked off. It looks kind of funky. People were comparing it on Reddit today, and there's complaints all over the place.
I treat Cyberpunk the same way I treat the coronavirus vaccine. I'm just gonna wait for other people to try it out first.
Yep, let other people reap the consequences of it.
The burning question this guy had, or this band, this stupid pop punk band had, who the fuck is Mick Swagger?
That's an easy to answer question. It's our friend Jesse Burkett. He's just a dude that we were friends with back home that had this persona named Mick Swagger, and it was like this rapper cartoon character basically, and he would just take on this character. And when we were doing the self-titled record, we did that whole "Shut Your Mouth" song, and it was basically just like, hey Jesse, that character's really funny, and also you're really talented, and you're our friend. Like let's just do a song because we fucking can, and nobody can tell us not to. So that's how it happened.
Beautiful.
I'm glad we got that burning question answered. Like, that kid's gonna go to bed so happy now.
Yeah, dude, that's a fucking great question. Good
Maybe
job,
they'll write a
Amy
pop
Street.
punk song with more than three chords in it.
And no, Wetzel has a PC. He does not play next gen consoles.
Yeah.
I'm not getting Cyberpunk. I'll wait for someone I know to get it and give me a reason to play it. These crazy monoliths that keep popping up all over the world. There's one that the first one appeared in a remote location in Utah, then Romania, then California.
Yeah.
Is this aliens or is this some sort of promo for the show Black Box?
I'm sure it's promo. Whatever it is, it's marketing. It has to be.
I'm on that. I mean, trust. I want there to be aliens, and I want this to be some weird conspiracy shit and some fucking far out thing. I do. In my heart of hearts, please let it be something weird. But more than likely, it's a fucking art exhibit. There's already a couple people that are kind of pointing to a few specific artists, I believe. But you guys want to get on the weird side. I didn't know we were going to cover that. An Israeli scientist recently said that aliens
Son of
are
a
in fact
bitch.
real, and Trump knows about it. And it was on CNN. You guys should just fucking look into it. That's all I'm going to say. It's fucking crazy. Monolith aliens. Let's go.
Oh, wow.
Wetzel booted himself. He said, I'm fucking out.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
He figured it out. Wonderful.
All right.
I just assume that this is going to be some promo. It's going to be some stupid movie. It's probably not
It's
even going
gotta
to be a
be.
good movie.
It has to be.
What is
But
up,
what if it never? What if we never
Who the
find
hell
out?
is this person?
What if nothing ever fucking comes of it?
Who gives a shit?
I mean,
Next, what's the next thing you have to talk about? Jesus.
All right, so Bella Thorne is in a new movie with Andy Biersack. Can you think of a worst pairing to cast in a movie? No? Okay, I'm going to tell you why. Because there is no worst pairing possible. Okay, I'm going to give you a better pairing, though. Okay, this is just for you, Wetzel, since you're a dark son of a bitch.
Okay.
Okay, here's a pairing for you. Amy Winehouse, a line of Coke, and a bottle of booze. Better pairing than Bella Thorne and the guy from Black Veil Brides. Do you
lot of
guys want to talk
synergy.
about this movie?
That's a lot of synergy in that last line up there.
We love everybody.
almost when magic happens, you know. I feel like that's a
Do you
recipe
want
for
to talk
magic.
about this shit movie and then I'll tell you the name of it, or do you?
I
wanna
really
move
don't.
on? All right, moving on.
I will if the name's good. I mean, give it a name, I guess.
Paradise City.
You know what? I saw an advertisement for this.
It's a Sumerian movie.
Yeah. I saw an ad for this, and then I went on living my life.
Yeah, so did I. I got that email too. Next one. All right, so everyone's favorite aggressive metalcore band, Hatebreed, failed to chart on Billboard for the first time ever with their latest album, Weight of the False Self. Surprising? Sign of things to come?
I don't know.
Or are you just glad because you hate that band?
I feel nothing towards that band.
You feel nothing all the time, don't you? You're kind of a cynic.
Well, yeah, most of the time I feel nothing. That would be a fair assessment, I think.
All right, you big hip hop fan? You like rap music? Yeah,
What do you think?
I think that's a big yes. And I think your favorite artist is Lil Wayne. And that's perfect because that's a perfect segue into talking about Lil Wayne pled guilty to federal firearms charges. He's facing up to 10 years in prison for possessing a firearm because he's a felon. I don't know if you know that. Most rappers are felons and they are not allowed to own guns.
Right.
There was an anonymous tip that led agents to Wayne's private plane when it stopped in Florida before heading to California. Ain't that a bitch? Wetzel, have you ever been arrested on tour?
No.
No? Good for you. I almost did. Good for you. Lil Wayne's also being sued by his former manager for $20 million. Have you ever been sued by a former manager or for $20 million?
No.
No.
Have you ever been sued? Period.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh wow. Does everyone in a band just
can
get
you give us
sued
a
and we don't know
tidbit?
about it?
Yeah.
What's the stupidest thing you've been sued for?
I couldn't. It's all stupid as far as I'm concerned. All of it. Lawsuits are so stupid because literally no one wins ever.
Is it
So-
like people getting hurt at your show and trying to like sue you?
Oh yeah, dude. It's like everyone you can possibly imagine.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's
He's
really
like,
annoying.
my fans got lawsuits. I got cases,
Yeah.
son.
I mean, you know why there's no shows anymore at Six Flags? Because remember Ronnie Radke threw that giant mic stand into the crowd and it hit like a 14-year-old girl in the face and knocked her clear out? Yeah. That's why I don't do shows at Six
Fucking
Flags. That's
Randy
also why you
Blythe.
don't throw a mic stand in the crowd.
Randy Blythe is fucking getting sued because some dude died at a fucking Lamb of God show.
Oh, that was so long ago. Also, that
Wasn't
was
he in
the Czech
jail?
Republic.
Yeah, he was in jail in Czech.
Also, he what? What did you say, Wetzel?
That was in the Czech Republic, and that was a
Yeah,
long
that was
time
like
ago.
and he got arrested, like, or didn't he get like detained? They wouldn't let him leave or some shit. And they fucking kept him there for a hot second.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
They arrested him as he was getting ready to board his flight or something like that. Like, they were
Yeah.
waiting for him at the airport or something like that. But yeah, that was, if I remember correctly, that was the incident where a fan jumped up on stage and he
And, like,
just,
stage-
kicked him off.
Yeah.
But they fell and hit their head and like dislodged a blood clot or something, and like it
Like
was
some
pretty much
freak
just a-
accident, and
Yeah.
like that was the thing. Like in normal circumstances, it probably wouldn't have happened, and it was
Right.
like real weird. Yeah, yeah.
I
Hey,
can't
so
tell you how many people I've seen kicked off the front of a stage and like no one gives a shit. So it's
Oh, yeah,
really
all the fucking
unfortunate
time.
for that to happen to Randy.
yeah, fuck, and it's stupid that you guys get sued for shit like that. Like, fuck, dude.
I mean,
Anyways,
The total disregard for life at a metal show is always just insane.
it's right up there. You know, it's
that's-
right.
That's my favorite part about Metalocalypse and the way Death Clock has like the pain waivers, because they're gonna pour boiling hot coffee on their fans and like blow
Yeah.
shit up and land helicopters and drive trains across the freeway and like
Hey,
I'm
if
starting
there's-
to discover that people now haven't seen that show and they don't know like how spot on it is for like
Yeah.
a lot of metal bands. It's
Yeah.
like it's just
Yeah.
a big exaggeration.
If there's anything we do need in 2020, it's definitely a Metalocalypse for fucking reunion.
Dude,
Get that
yeah.
shit back. Hey, While She Sleeps, the British metalcore band has released
British.
has released
Don't
their
cheese
own,
me, bruv.
has released their own barbecue sauce.
really, is it any good?
I don't know. They just released it today via their Instagram. Sleep Saucity is the name of it. Now, here's my
Wow.
question: Are you
Hope they didn't
guys
work hard on that name.
so introducing Sleep Saucity? It is a mix or a collaboration with Lube Brew, which is a barbecue
Lube?
sauce company, I guess. Are you guys going to trust a barbecue sauce from a British band? I mean,
I was about to say that doesn't add up.
how good is this barbecue sauce?
Show me a barbecue joint in the UK. Because they don't have one, bruv. Don't cheese me, mate. There's none
Yeah.
out there, bruv.
Would you partake in this barbecue sauce, Wetzel? Do you like barbecue?
I like barbecue, but no,
Do you
I
like
would not.
food?
I wouldn't partake in that barbecue sauce. I mean, I have my firmware was updated recently to include taste. I don't actually eat, or that bed behind me is pretty much completely a lie. I actually just stand in that closet back over there and just kind of plug into the wall at night.
Do you like fish and chips, bruv?
No,
You like a lot of fish and chips? No, nothing.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a big fan of about any piece of food I've eaten in the UK.
What do you like? Do you fucking like anything?
That's why I was going to start slow and be like, do you like food? Okay, cool, we're making progress. Do you like sauce?
Do you like
All right,
solids?
cool.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
All right, here we go. Another fan question from another crazy guy. Who's the voice at the beginning of Fumbles O'Brien?
It's probably Caleb. I don't know off the top of my head.
In other words, it's not important.
It could be any of like 10 people or all of us.
Or everyone.
Yeah. Even you.
I just wanted to cap off all that Lil Wayne news that was thrilling. I knew you guys were having fun with that. He sold his masters to Universal Music Group for $100 million. Is $100 million worth your musical soul?
Yeah. Yeah,
That's a
bro.
pretty
I mean, he
easy
has
question.
a little bit
That's a
more
pretty
music than you
easy-
do currently, but just a little. Just a few more releases.
I mean, dude, Bob Dylan just sold his publishing catalog, and the only thing we know about it is it's 9 figures. That's all we know.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah.
So it's more than $100 million.
That is
What
fucking
is-
bananas.
Wetzel's whole background looks
What's the
straight green
cheapest?
screen.
What's the cheapest amount you'd sell your soul for, Wetzel? The
I
lowest
wouldn't.
amount. I mean, you just said 100 million. You would. You
No,
just said-
my musical soul,
Okay. Well. Okay. What's
not
the
just
cheapest
my
for you?
regular soul. Like I would sell my entire music career for $100 million, absolutely without question.
What's
And
the
I don't
cheapest?
care if that means I have to dress up like a clown and fucking play bongos. That like $100 million is a lot of money, guys.
Oh,
That's a
agreed.
ton of money.
Oh, I'm not arguing that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll
What's the
clock in
lowest
as a
amount?
clown.
Is he talking about Guar?
No, he's talking about clocking in as a clown.
I don't think they have
Oh.
$100 million.
But they do dress up like clowns. Brian, didn't you have some other news that I wasn't paying attention to? What's up, JR?
No, I
Ruckus?
don't. So
J.
we can
Ruckus?
just move along. So,
I mean, dude, he was
Nothing
having such a
tantalizing.
good time. Definitely throw some more news at him.
nothing tantalizing. All right, here. Let me.
We can revisit the Bella Thorne movie.
We do not need to revisit that at all. Please, no.
Oh, I finally, I know against your better judgment, I finally canceled my subscription to her OnlyFans. It got to be an addiction. I was just chomping away at these Flintstones vitamins, and I couldn't stop watching her shit videos, waiting for her to get naked. She never did, and so I canceled it. It's terrible.
Okay, so apparently FKA Twigs.
Oh, I've heard. Yeah,
Is
okay.
suing
Yeah.
Shia
Don't even-
LaBeouf for relentless abuse in their relationship. Fucking Shia just can't seem to catch a break. But you know, it's fucking Shia LaBeouf. Hey Andrew, are you a fan of Shia LaBeouf?
I don't care about Shia LaBeouf at all.
Move along then. All right, fucking where are we?
Bella
Man, no wonder
Thorne
nobody
movie.
watches this show.
Fuck. That's not what Frankie Palmieri said.
Who's that?
Oh, God damn it. I hate that.
I'm just kidding. I know Frankie.
No, you don't even.
Yes,
Fucking hilarious. Don't you start a podcast? God damn, you'll take all our fans. Holy shit. Oh, fuck.
What would he talk about? He doesn't
Fucking
like
absolutely
anything.
nothing, apparently.
I don't know. That means it
New
would probably
Attack
be, like-
Attack songs.
Yeah, it would probably be like the best podcast ever because it's just nonstop negativity for like 90 minutes at a time.
I mean, that's
The show's
already...
called I Hate the Scene, and most episodes go an hour.
Get wrecked. Get wrecked. It won't be hard.
All right, so
shit.
everyone wants to talk about this. Let's just fucking talk about this. The new single, All My Life, is available on all streaming platforms. Attack Attack, they're back. They're not whack, so get used to it. First question, why did you want to come back? Like, it's a recession, you know? I assume by now you have, like, a family, you live on some farm. Like,
No,
It's
I
been-
actually am 31 years old and I live in a house with 2 roommates. So I am like a complete piece of shit, actually.
that's, wow, I feel, okay, that's cool. I feel a little better about
yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
It's
Everyone's
been...
path is a little different in life, man.
Yeah.
It's
Are
been
you a
exactly
musician?
24 years since you last played with Attack Attack. What is it
Yes.
like getting back together with these guys?
Well, some
Well-
guys. Whiting.
What a stupid question.
Holy fuck.
So that's what everyone wanted to know is the original members weren't a part of it. I just assumed they were busy.
Yeah, I mean,
Nobody
we
had
wanted
time
to
for
get-
the Bill Murray records.
Yeah. You know, we wanted to get the entire original lineup before I joined the band, but there wasn't anybody. So,
Oh my god. Holy shit. Okay, can we at least get some insight as to... I mean, what were your intentions? Were your intentions just to have you and fucking Whiting? Because he was in Nine Shrines with you as well, right?
no.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck me. So,
You gotta love all the internet gossip about your band and former bands, bro. The like different names and like how many people go to these shows and claim, oh no, I know everything about Attack Attack because they're in my screen name.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll just start here.
Go.
I think you guys have floundered enough with the beginning of this little interview, so I'll just go ahead and take over and kind of get this put back together.
It's a comedic show,
then he
bro.
drinks his
Okay,
beer.
it's
And
music
then he
slash entertainment. We're the entertainment. It's like Benny
shit.
Hanna. It's dinner and
Oh,
a show.
Yeah. You're right.
Have you
so-
not ate yet? Oh, that's right. You don't like food.
Yeah. The kind of the main goal of this entire campaign is to confuse and anger everybody.
oh, fuck.
So that's
Okay.
why no one knows who's in the band. Like, we deliberately went out of our way not to announce it because, number one, I mean, like, we can tell you who's in the band, but you know what's going to happen? Everyone's just going to complain about it. So we just decided that's not important.
But it wasn't
and
even
obviously
like a
it's
secret.
not.
It wasn't like
That's a valid point. That's
it's
a
on your
valid
wasn't a
point.
Wikipedia
secret.
page. Yeah,
I know,
So,
but we haven't advertised anything, and we haven't said it. And there's this weird thing about human psychology is you can know 99% sure about something that involves another person or a group, but if you never hear them confirm it verbally or like in some way, then there's always doubt in your head. Right. Even if you it's glaringly obvious and everybody knows, but
the curiosity
until it's confirmed, it's still a mystery, which makes no sense, but it is funny.
Absolutely. Now, hey, so are the intentions of coming back, like, are we going to be seeing a tour? Are you or not a tour, but like anything more out of you guys other
pandemic
than
tour?
just singles?
A maskless
like,
tour?
What are we getting? What's the plan? Are you really just back to fuck with people, or are you back to actually say, hey, Attack is back? I mean, you were doing Nine Shrines
It's
for a while,
back.
touring with
All right.
fucking Hinder. Like, come on. So what's the
Yeah, it's a
goal
little
here?
butt rock detour.
Okay. All right.
That's so hot.
Yeah,
It was a
dude,
fun
whatever.
time. I'm gonna be honest. It was really silly, but it also was very hilarious in a lot of ways.
It's aggressive.
And,
it was
you
good.
know, I knew that that's not, this is my band. Like,
This is who I am.
I got to be in this nonsense screamo band. I can't be the drummer for like a rock band. It's got to be this band because
Oh my god.
That's noble.
when
I like
when
it.
we all get together and work on this kind of stuff, it's well, I think the truth is self-evident here. We do whatever we want and we don't care, and there are no rules, and we can basically just be leprechauns. Like, you tell us to do something and we just do the opposite just because we fucking can. And
fucking run
whatever.
off.
So
Yeah.
I mean, that was a big part of the conversation when I started talking to Whiting like over a year ago now. We just kind of went our separate ways for a long time, and then one day started talking again, and then we started saying, I missed this. This was so much fun. This, because he and I have each been pursuing our thing, and it just wasn't the same. And we thought that maybe it'd be worth investigating this. So we spent the last year working on doing demos, and all of it in secret. I mean, this entire thing has been hidden under a stack of non-disclosure agreements for like over a year now.
Brilliant.
That's serious? Damn.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh.
And mainly because that's funny too, because you can. I already know it's like, oh, NDAs, huh? You guys think you're that important? Like, no, but it's funny because people, when you bring that level up, where you're like, yeah, you have to sign a non-NDA for me to tell you, like an NDA to hear what's going to happen next. Then it adds this new level of absurdity and of, importance that the band doesn't really warrant. But now it has it. So like,
Fucking brilliant, man.
That's
Yeah, so
hard.
You're
so we did this shit.
yeah.
So you guys are like a real band. Yeah, that's fucking wild.
Yeah, we're pretending to be one, and so far we've confused a lot of people.
I
Alright,
mean,
so
that's
you've
what
canceled
I
out
never.
a lot of my questions.
But let's be honest. There was this weird aura around Attack originally that was like you were this kind of weird joke covered. I kissed a girl. Like you were not a joke, but you were this like
You either
absurd
loved or
band.
hated.
You were fucking
No one's
absurd.
in the middle about your band.
Yeah. Nobody wanted dance pop techno in
Yeah.
fucking the middle of a breakdown, but you guys did.
I
it.
did.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
did.
and then you had
Yeah.
these spawns that never were really as catchy and as good. But at the same time, I thought it was fucking some
Dude,
serious
that's
shit.
fucked up to mention Skip the Foreplay like that.
Oh my god. Anyways, I was thinking everybody would go immediately to Icy Stars, but I didn't.
I think they're different.
Oh, absolutely.
they're
Now they
different
are.
enough.
Now they are. But when 3D came out, people were like, "What the fuck
Oh,
is this?
yo, you're going
What
to
the
go back
fuck
to a
is this?"
2009 argument, and then you're going to
You
get
know?
controversial. It doesn't matter 11 years later.
I mean, but what was crazy is how many people were invested when like fucking Caleb took over vocals, right? And the fucking second album came out. People were invested. People were like, yo, this is fucking serious. And you guys came in aggressive. You guys really did come in like you were fucking like, what's up? We're fucking Attack. And it was still fucking Sexual Man Chocolate. It was still a bunch of
Yeah,
fucking
right.
jokes.
Right.
And like, it still hit. It still fucking hit. So yeah, of course people are gonna buy into it. I'm fucking pumped. Everybody should be pumped. And what better way to cap it off than go, this fucking sucks. This is the worst. And then people just fucking take their shit and they throw it at you. So yeah, why give them anything other than here's a fucking song, you noobs, you
Oh
fucking
my God.
dweebs. Here's a fucking another one. They're gonna click. They're gonna tweet.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, and I mean, it's to answer your. I didn't really answer one of your first questions. Was
You didn't answer
what's-
any of our questions, but
We
it's
didn't
cool. We
ask
like
any
you.
good ones. So
Well, but
We suck.
To elaborate on what the plan is from here, we're not going anywhere. Like
Good.
we're back in full
Good.
swing, and we're gonna continue to write music and release music, and we're gonna do whatever we feel like doing. And when the plague permits, we'll be back to performing live and throwing events. And we've got a lot of creative ideas for doing that, for adding our funny little ridiculous spin to live appearances. And I'll let you interpret that however you want. But now at this point, we have no record label. We have no manager. We have no booking agent. We're totally, completely on our own. So we don't have to ask anyone for permission or anything. Like I have my own record label. I have a distribution agreement with a major distributor, and I've got all that stuff on my side. And, the band is going to do what the band is going to do. And we already know how to run our business. So, we don't really need a manager right now, because
Perfect.
we're going to pitch our stuff to Spotify and Apple Music and whoever. And, they're going to put it on playlists if they like it. And if they don't like it, they won't. But it really isn't going to it's not going to make a difference who's asking about it. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, right now it's just me and a guy at the distributor and a marketing dude that I hired that are pretty much spearheading the entire release on the business side. And then the rest of us in the band, we all sit around and we just try to figure out, how do we poke the hornet's nest today?
Nice,
Love
my
it.
kind of band. Why is All My Life the first single for this record or this reunion, this comeback, this whatever the hell this is?
We liked it.
Good,
That
good
deep.
answer.
Yeah,
That's really it. I mean, there's no. But when we were doing demos and stuff, this was the first song that really leapt out at us, and we loved it, and we felt that it was the next generation of that self-titled sound. And I know a lot of people have been critical of it because it's whatever. Insert some excuse here, but whatever. It's 2020, baby. This is. Time kept rolling after we
wrecked.
broke up. It's been 7 years. It's been over
Yeah.
10 years since self-titled record came out. So, we still put a focus on incorporating the right elements and mixing different textures and, we're using the same formula that we've always used. It's just different genres because that's what we like now. Those are the tastes that we have, and, whatever.
With other bands coming back and reuniting this year, what do you plan on doing differently to kind of set yourself apart? Because I think the big argument right now is either going back to that old style they might have had previously, or evolving. What do you think you guys are gonna do that's gonna set you aside?
Well, the first thing's going to set us aside is that we're Attack. That's the first thing. The second thing that's going to set us aside is that we're not trying to accomplish anything. We're just writing the stuff that we think sounds sweet. And I can't tell you what the next song is going to sound like. But I do know that we don't care. We have no formula. We have zero plan. Okay? So we're literally
Speculate,
just
whatever.
we are just going to write whatever the fuck. If we wake up one day and we're like, we want to write a fucking circle pit ass beat Kitten Stomp song, then that's what we're going to write. And we're going to put it out because no one can tell us no.
Please
and people
name
can
it.
get mad about it. And, I'll set up a campaign and say, all right, everyone get ready. This is our softest song yet. We know you loved how soft that last song was. We're going to do an acoustic cover of AC/DC's new single.
Holy
And then
shit.
we'll just drop a hardcore ass beat song out of nowhere. I don't care. We don't care.
I hope you fucking name it Kitten Stomp. That'd be fucking great.
You guys would
hey,
be great to play at the next
so-
Firefest.
What do you have? How many tracks do you have right now?
That's classified.
Oh fuck! God damn it, dude.
Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah.
Who else?
When's the
Say
next one coming
afterwards,
out?
But you got to sign the NDA.
Okay.
Oh,
Send it over. Send it over. I'll have my
Yeah.
people.
I'll tell you
get
this
a link.
much. We are going to Nashville in the next couple of days to do a writing session for a new song. Just a new song.
Done.
he's going to Nashville, bro. You know what that means?
It means that I'll be hiding inside. Yeah.
It means they're definitely doing a song with Taylor Swift. You heard it here first, exclusive. She put out that crap Evermore album tonight, and they're gonna release shit more with Andrew J. Wetzel here. That'd be exclusive. That'd be fire.
That would be fire.
G14.
I don't think anyone cares though.
No, they don't.
I definitely don't. You know, and a lot of people on the internet didn't give a shit about Taylor Swift last night either. She dropped a selfless plug, a shameless plug last night on Twitter. Hey, my album. And people were like, fuck you, bitch. It's 2020. No one gives a shit. Attack Attack has a new song. Fuck you.
Yeah. Attack Attack has a new song and we fucking hate it, but we don't hate it as much as we hate your music.
All right.
Hey, that's a flex.
So let's get down to hating this song. Do you want to read some mean tweets that people have been saying about this song? I've picked out some of my favorites. I think I got like 10 here. All right, you're not sensitive, right?
Of course don't give a rat's ass.
All right. Well, hey, some of these people, man.
Which means I'm going to take this all directly to heart.
Okay, well, good. That's why I wanted to make sure I screenshotted them and included the usernames. All right, first one.
And it's covering his face. Beautiful. I love it.
Attack Attack can take that song back. I like that one.
Can you reorganize the structure of the screen so we don't have Whitey covered? Or Wetzel, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Wrong
go.
fucking
cover me.
Andrew.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You can cover me. You can cover me.
All right, so that's one of them. Oh, wow. See
He
what you
booted
did?
himself.
Wow. Wow.
And now he's gone. He's not okay. Oh, shit.
I swear, this was like that awkward time we had Velvet Revolver on, and he said, oh my god. This one. Attack Attack releases a song, literally everyone disliked that. That guy follows me for sure.
Is he even reading them?
I don't think he cares at all.
Okay. He was reading a text.
I'm looking at ones that I've saved.
Oh.
Yeah, because there've been a handful that I saw that have like made me laugh out loud.
All right, I might have them.
Did you like
is
this
my
one?
favorite.
This was a big one.
New Attack Attack be like, Mom, can we have Kingdom of Giants Passenger? No, there's Passenger at Home. The Passenger at Home, New Attack Attack.
Who's Kingdom of Giants?
It's like
if you never heard of them, we actually did a podcast with them a couple weeks back. So I'll send you the link to that. It'll be a great introduction.
Just send me their music. I don't give a fuck about the podcast.
Oh shit! I don't know if he's serious now. All right, yeah, they're a cool band. I dig him.
He's fucking so good. He's so good.
Oh yeah, this one. All right, this is interesting.
But oh yeah, dude. Hey, Settle
Brian,
the Sky.
who are these people? First of all, Settle the Sky. They're a metalcore band.
Yeah, so a fucking metalcore band that literally had one EP. That was it, but they had a fucking chuggy breakdown, and people were about it. And they apparently have a new song called Linger, and it has less than 1,000 plays on Spotify. Tell us.
You don't
about
need to say the name of it because they didn't pay us for advertising.
It's all good. Tell us about your opinions on Settle the Sky.
I don't care about that band at all.
It says,
and hey,
I'll say this much: better bands have tried to steal some clout, glistening off the sides of the crab, and I'm sorry, it's not going to work.
Do you understand why they're trying to come at you for the Keepers of the Crab? Because their logo on Spotify is like crabs, and I'm like, no, there's no other crab. No, there's no other Crab Kings. It's strictly Attack Attack. So why are they trying to come at you for Keepers of the Crab? Do you know anything about that?
I don't know. All I know is that the only thing I know is that Crabcore is 100% our thing. It's not even a genre of music. It was an insult that was created by Absolute Punk maybe back in 2008, late 08, like right when our first album came out, maybe early 2009. And that's all it ever was. So I mean, the Crabcore title is number one, exclusively ours, and number two, it is already an insult that we just loved, we adopted, we think it's funny, we put it on our merchandise, and we monetized it.
I think it's funny because these guys share the link of you saying that your new song is on Octane. By the way, go check that out on SiriusXM Octane. All my life.
Channel 37, baby.
Boom. Yeah, you know your dad's got a free subscription. Just jump in his fucking Escalade and check it out. Wait, what do dads drive now? I don't know.
Probably
anyways, they share your link and say like, or you could hear our new song, which is pretty whack because you never want to like have to swing up at someone you're shitting on. But then they post this. We know we're old, but exclusive drops through satellite radio and email lists seem like ancient relics, right? Hashtag keepers of the crab. I can already tell you they have this wrong. Because I don't think the email list was for the store. It wasn't for the song, was it?
Email lists are email lists. I mean, they're still a very standard part of marketing in today's day and age.
I don't understand.
You get more
the stab.
engagement through email than you do like with just a regular old Facebook post or whatever else. So
maybe they should get an email list.
You can send
maybe
an
they
email.
should.
You can send an email with a link and people click it. Like, it's that simple. You don't have to
Well,
have
see-
dialogue. You don't have to have anything. It's just a way to market.
With the
Absolutely.
email list specifically, and this is what makes it really great, is you are asking people, do you want to be kept informed? So
Are you
only
committed?
the people that care sign up for it. So, in 72 hours after launching our email list, I've got over 10,000 emails of people that have went out of their way to say, yeah, hit me up, like when you have something. And I go, okay, here it is.
Hey, we got one for you, baby. Check this out. Hey, Wetzel, will any recordings from the 4th Attack /Native album sessions ever be released?
Probably not.
Can I answer that?
We actually, what if we have exclusivity to sell
I
album?
know. Okay, it's the week after we interviewed Phil. He said he was going to play that on a Twitch stream, which is interesting. But I know at different points he sold that album to people.
Yeah. Oh, I got tons of messages about that. People were sending me
Yeah.
screenshots. They're like, "Oh, did you know that?" And I'm like, no."
Besides that being really shitty, isn't it kind of cool that you like a lot of people kind of had your back? Like, hey, I like your band enough to like warn you that this guy's being a douche.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice. It's definitely nice.
It's like, yeah, a lot of there, dude. There's a lot of fucking people who worship that band.
Yeah.
Hey, great. I liked it.
I have heard the Native recordings, and I thought it was a really good record.
Yeah.
I thought if it would have came out, that it would have stood out on its own. It definitely would have been like a
That's
big
another
deal.
thing people can't argue is you guys as musicians were very legitimate. You know, the Crabcore and the jokes and the
You throw
shit
in the
that you
auto
guys-
tune, and the
the shit
legitimacy
that you
goes out the
guys
window.
got, yeah, and a little bit of auto tune, but a lot of times didn't Johnny not even use auto tune live? A lot of times, like he
No, he didn't need it.
He was a decent singer. Like, you guys are very legit musicians, and to sit there and act like it wasn't an
wouldn't say
impact.
that
I
legit.
mean, an album that didn't even get released was fucking great.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where that was a really weird period in time, I think, for all of us. And one of the things about that record in particular is we originally had started trying to write a new Attack record, and then midway through it we're like, I think maybe Attack's over, because that's not what we're writing anymore. We're writing something else. And then that Native record came out, and that was, it's interesting because there's some butt rocky kind of songs on there, but they also are, with Phil's voice in it, it has a really interesting blend between the guitars, just the instruments in general, and his voice, and the way he chooses to write, melodies and lyrics and everything. It had sort of like a weird Black Keys vibe in some songs, and we definitely had some weird demos that one in particular that didn't make it onto the record the way it is, that I was playing it randomly, just listening to it, and one of my friends that didn't know what it was poked in and was like, is this like a new Black Keys song or something? And I'm like, what? That's kind of,
I dig the
that's
record.
interesting.
It was
But-
unique for sure, but it had, I mean, it still had elements that, a scene kid would be into, elements that a fucking metal kid would be into, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it still had those qualities.
It was another one of those genre-bending albums.
Yeah. So so you can see how that stuff, all those demos. I mean, Whiting and I spent several weeks. We probably made 20 song demos that went into that Native album, and it was all like, it was just like whatever we felt like. We were kind of, we loved the metal stuff. We loved getting more into, I mean, we listened to a lot more. What are you bootlegging for $200?
Damn it, I got caught.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I don't know. That was an experimental time for us as far as just trying to branch more into like metal. And as you said, like Matt, you think that it would be an interesting album that would have stood on its own, and I definitely got the feeling that that would have been not our biggest record, not the most successful, but it would have probably ended up with a pretty significant like cult audience because it's different.
Yeah.
Because it really was different than everything else that was coming out, and it was going to be another one that was like, pass, this band blows, or like, yo, this band's doing something really cool, I'm totally in.
I always think it's a band's catalog is really interesting because a lot of bands get plagued with having a really good debut album, and then they either tour extensively and 2 years later drop the sophomore, and they've grown as artists, and then it sounds completely different, and that core audience, kind of hates it. Like that's like the whole reason like we have iHateTheScene as the name, and people hate music.
That was the trend for that whole period too, because another band that sticks out that did that was Oceana. Oceana's first album was right around the time where like the Rise bands were fucking coming up, right? Devil Wears Prada, you guys, fucking Gwen Stacy, Drop Dead, all these bands were kind of coming up. They had fucking drops for their first album. The first albums came in banging, everybody was hyped on them, but it came to a point where like, okay, what's the second album gonna sound like? Because nobody's second album is really clicking with the first album. It all kind of has like this progression to it, which you want, but
or a member leaves and then you have to change.
Yes, vocalists leaving. Oh, they're gonna change their sound now. The vocalist is leaving, and you had a couple standout bands where the second albums came in with a little bit of a different impact, and yeah, it was either this love-hate
A
relationship.
lot of bands, it's like they either don't progress, and so they stay the same. Like, I'm not hating on anyone, but I The Breather, they're cool as shit. They have three records. They all sound exactly the same style of metalcore, the same style of breakdowns. It's cool as shit. They're all cool. I'll headbang to all of them. I'll get down to them right now. I'll still play them. But they never, like, change their sound. So, and it's like, I always wonder, what the hell do fans want? Do they want the same exact Stick Stickly 2.0, Stick Stickly 3.0, Stick Stickly 4.0? Like, do they not want a band to grow? That's at least what I thought when I see negative reactions to the song. Like, they're saying, oh, it's radio rock. And, well, what do you think it's going to be? It's like, oh, let's make a song purposely that no one likes.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah, I mean,
Boom.
the market
Good
has
answer.
changed.
Yeah.
The market is constantly changing. I mean, how do you think we're not doing this for free, like for fun? I had 5 jobs and I lost basically all but one because of this. And then it opened up the time for us to pursue the music thing. So it's like, we have to make money at this too. But it also doesn't change the fact that we're at this really interesting point in time where like that mainstream, like radio rock has been inching closer and closer and closer to where the scene was. And you're about to get this like spark gap. And out of that comes some giant band where suddenly you have a fringe artist like the Deftones, and then all of a sudden they hit it big with a major, and then they become popular and they're in the mainstream, and that's now mainstream. That's how that stuff at Korn is probably another good example. Slipknot
That is a
good example.
brilliant, mind-blowing point, because rock sales have been declining for a long time.
Yeah,
But you look at these underground bands, or whatever the hell you want to call them, the Warped Tour like circuit bands, they were all kind of like still doing their thing and able to gain notoriety, gain fame, record deals, constant releases. They were more popular with a cult following of younger people that have now grown up than any of these butt rock bands were doing. Like, you've seen what happened to Trapped. I mean, they can't even post on social media anywhere, let alone play a show to a crowd that's not racist. Like, there's no money in it.
Yeah, I don't think the market is their problem. I think they've got some other problems of their own. But
it's definitely being racist is the problem. Yeah, that's definitely not cool.
Yeah, but to your point though, I mean, rock music has done nothing. They have not changed at all. Anything that they do hasn't changed. So you have these same circle of record labels and just industry folks that are all trying to make the same formula work, and it's not working anymore. In fact, it's their market share is diminishing, and so they're hesitant to pick up new artists, they're hesitant to make the right investment into those artists, and they're hesitant to break the mold and do something different. And that's where Octane is a great example of an answer to that. Like, terrestrial radio is totally irrelevant. Octane is huge, but the big thing right now is playlisting on Spotify, which fortunately our song has nailed a ton of really fucking great playlists that have multi-million followers. which that's I think a number one single on active rock radio can expect to reach an audience of a couple million people. We've got that in playlists on Spotify, and we didn't have to hire a marketing company. We didn't have to spend 6 figures in a marketing budget to get rotated on radio, and it's a really long, obnoxious process. Instead, it's you make a couple of emails, you say, hey, Octane, are you guys interested in this? And this time they said, yeah, we love this track. We'd love to feature it. And here we are, and they're pushing it really hard. And they, we asked, do you want to do like a debut for it? Because it's a great look for us. I mean, that helps, again, for us being totally on our own again, to get a feature like that. That kind of brand association is really important for us to have the freedom to do what we're going to do next, which is piss all of you off non-fucking stop. You're going to wish we'll break up again by the time we get done with this. I promise.
God damn.
Wow, dude. Oh, man.
You're going to get fucking whiplash, guys. You're going to love it. You're going to hate it, and then you're going to love it. We're going to, oh my God.
You're going to be like that band that we have to cover every episode now.
Exactly. It's going to be fucking obnoxious.
Any chance of writing with Johnny or Holgado again?
I'm not sure. Holgado is, I have no idea where he is. Last time I checked, he is driving an 18-wheeler somewhere in the Southwest.
Oh, shit. A lot of fans like wondered the same shit. Like, people have left that band and then we don't know where they go. I mean, we know about Johnny Frank and Bill Murray.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure, that guy. I heard Caleb had a band, and yeah, Holgado, I just never knew what the hell happened to him.
I don't know. I think Johnny's band is better.
Bill Murray?
Yeah.
Oh, Bill Murray's great, bro. The fact that same approach. He's doing it all on his own, doing his own shit. Using paint to make fucking some album art, and he's doing fucking great at it. It's brilliant. And hey, Caleb too. Caleb fucking without Caleb Beartooth, what the fuck is Beartooth?
Beartooth is stupid fucking popular, and everyone that's like 5 years younger than me loves Beartooth. Again, I don't like Beartooth.
You guys aren't fucking tards. You guys sat there and saw an industry basically implode on itself and saw the fucking signs, saw the writing on the wall, and you guys.
What he's trying to say is you ruined the scene for every other band that tried to do auto tunes and keyboards. So thanks.
Yeah, and that's kind of one of our big objectives this time around again, is to make everyone's lives harder, like in the industry. We're just basically adopting the U.S. war doctrine. If we have no idea what you're doing, then like how can you stop us?
Wow.
That reminds me. Stay tuned for the post show where we get to talk to Wetzel about his views on Trump. Where can I get my Attack beer sleeve?
I haven't made him yet, but thank you for reminding me.
This whole artwork, like the shit you see behind us with that city, it looks pretty cool.
Cyberpunk?
It's kind of cyberpunky. I like the color scheme. It blends well with ours. That your idea, is that just something like your whole corporate machinery that's behind you? Did they just invent that and you just went with the flow?
Corporate machinery. Yeah, all fucking 7 of us. No, I mean we hired an artist, Bailey Zindel, and he's got his company, Half Heart Media, I believe is the name of his company. But he's an independent designer. I think he lives up in Sacramento, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway,
916.
Really,
that's the area code in case you didn't know.
Really cool person, great artist. So when we had the song, I saw a lot of his other stuff, and we all talked about it, and we just thought the stuff that he works on is really sick. So we basically just told him that we wanted we wanted the artwork to look like the song sounds. It was like, I forget what the conversation was, but it was something really stupid. So I mean, he created this off of not very much direction, I'll tell you that much. We just showed him a few examples of other things that he did that we thought were cool and explained why, and then we're like, make it sound like it's supposed to belong. And there it is.
That's how I've always worked with graphic designers. It's amazing what they come up with.
I think it's accurate to the song. One.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's accurate to the song. Like, the hook is slightly digitalized, not too much. It's definitely like Attack grew up. You're never too far from a breakdown, but
but it wasn't heavy enough.
Oh yeah, definitely. I couldn't crab it out, so that pissed me off. There was no circle pit.
There's a lack of crab, bro.
You didn't do that like keyboard breakdown they do, and dogs can grow beards all over. So like that pissed me off.
Hey, fucking great fucking shtick having Godfrey read your fucking your collab, your fucking
actually,
cameo.
Funny story about that. that was one of those ideas that was so brilliant. Literally 3 of us thought of it at the same time, and I was the first person to say it out loud, and then everyone else was like, yes, that's exactly what I was thinking already. Like, I just managed to beat the other couple guys to the punch saying it out loud, but like all of us were thinking at the same time. Gilbert Gottfried's got to be that's going to be so stupid.
Who was the second choice?
There wasn't a second choice. There
was no second choice on. Oh
No.
man!
Wait, all 3 of you had Gilbert Gottfried in mind?
Yes.
Odd pick. Odd
is
pick. I love it.
disgusting.
It makes sense, but odd
Yeah.
pick. I
Well,
feel like, what were you going for?
Now
What
that
were you
you've
going
seen it,
for? Obnoxiousness?
it's just absurd.
Okay.
In my mind, the way I thought of it, in my special mind, I figured this is a voice that almost everyone our age is going to recognize because it's Iago from Aladdin.
Yeah.
Like that's one of those characters. He has one of those voices that has showed up in so many places that we would have heard it as kids, and there's immediate association.
So you were looking for voice? You were looking
No.
for a resonating voice, like a trigger?
Kind of.
Okay.
It's just he's also like a really funny comedian, and we'll eventually release the entire thing of it because basically he just blasts us like super hard, which is
okay,
really
that's
funny.
cool. I was
Let's
going to
play a
say,
game.
was Samuel L. Jackson too expensive, or?
I don't even know if he was on the. I don't even know
gotta-
if he's on the platform.
I'm just kidding.
I got a game. The top. I got 4 names that would be great cameos for Attack Attack.
Yeah.
Pauly Shore,
Yes.
definitely Pauly Shore.
Okay.
Chris Kattan,
Okay.
too much. John Lovitz. And if you're willing to just go balls to the wall, I don't even care about my image or what my mother thinks of me. Andy Dick.
Oh, yeah.
I know the park bench he sleeps on in Hollywood. I can take you right to it.
I got 2. I got 2 for you.
Interesting.
I got 2 for you. 1, the Trailer Park Boys, the entire cast, Randy, Julian, and Bubbles, all 3 of them.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
the other one would probably have to be. Fuck, I had it and I lost it. I'll get back to it.
All right, more mean tweets. Cool. All right, no more Attack Attack ever again. Let it all just die for real now. That's aggressive. Then the
They're
meme.
all the same picture.
Yeah, what is the meme? Corporate needs you to find the difference between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture, and I don't. What is the other one? Is it shit? Is that just?
It's Imitation Crab.
Imitation Crab.
Oh, that's fucking clever.
Ah, yes, that is great.
And Attack Attack. Oh, Attack Attack has come full circle. The internet thinks they're shit again.
Oh, you should have. I remembered. You should have
The
Jim
comments
Brewer.
too. I just think we're past the point of needing them in the scene. Okay, Justin, who do we need in the scene? Because I'll tell you one you probably never guess. You need Kevin Lyman in the scene to bring back your stupid fucking festival, or else you're gonna have a shitty summer with your stupid stick to your guns and your story so far, you jackass.
Yeah, I've got some bad news, man. I think the scene might be.
Dead.
I think it might be done.
Yeah.
Like-
me
Yeah,
too.
and I don't
All
think it
the
was
way.
his fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely not Wetzel's fault. If anything, that's like the last breath is the Crabcore over here.
Oh no! This is the final horse
Yeah.
coming in, riding in
yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
This is just the last horseman through the,
The
door.
last-
But
yep.
you know, there were like way more before that.
Bringing that flag in. Yo, it's over, guys. Sorry. I gotta stale this in. Hey, the voice you have to get is Jim Brewer in the Goat Boy character from Saturday Night Live.
Steve Harvey.
Or Steve
Jerry
Harvey.
Springer, Steve
But you gotta get
Wilkos.
Steve Harvey to announce the wrong name. You gotta hire Steve Harvey,
Yeah,
and he'll
and
be
he
like,
announces you as
"Check
Icy
out-
Stars."
Yeah, check out Icy Stars' new single. Oh my life.
He calls you Starset.
I mean, we've already been called Starset Light, so
Hey, please tour with them.
with Starset.
Yeah, they're cool. You guys would be cool together. It'd be cute.
I'm so relieved
you
the new
guys make
Attack
a cute
Attack
couple.
sucks ass.
Is that such a dick thing to be relieved about?
Fuck, that's
Why?
hilarious.
Like what?
Oh fuck.
That means they were hoping that you sucked and you lived up to their fucking.
Yeah, like what's the? Why?
Why are you
okay?
praying for the downfall?
Yeah, I mean, what's going on in your life right now that you're like so concerned about our reunion
Logan.
that you need it to suck? Like,
At Logan Beaver
Logan's-
_.
Logan's profile picture looks like it's behind the car that's in the promo.
yeah, it looks like the art for the single. Like, what,
Look at it. It's fucking idiot.
clown.
Come
See,
on,
it's
Logan,
also-
step it up.
It's hard to tell too because a lot of the fans of the band are memers too. So I mean, half the time,
Half of these are from them. Thank
Okay,
God
what-
I didn't
who's-
get my hopes up for this Attack reunion.
Who's SYSC? SYSC is going to do Attack Attack better than Attack Attack.
I don't have a clue who that is.
Oh man, if
It's
you
not
can't put a
set your
band's
goals.
if you can't put your band's real name in a fucking tweet, you suck ass. I just want to let you know that.
Yeah, I don't know what abbreviation that is. Justin James usually knows. Attack Attack single-handedly inspired an entire generation of bands throughout the 2010s. Shout out Premba. Do either of you have a favorite Attack Attack copycat band? Do you have a favorite band that you also want to like low-key say bitch your style? Casino Madrid.
I don't know.
I mean,
Any
again,
aggravate
3D,
you?
3D, fucking I See Stars 3D was, I think, a
Did any
poor attempt.
aggravate me? Now I can answer that question. Yes, dude. For
Who?
the longest time, Asking Alexandria aggravated me so hard
Hey.
because, dude, this is the funny thing. Like they literally did. They went in with Joey, and they just completely recreated our first album. And people liked it more because they were British. And I was so upset for the longest time because I was like, God damn it. That's like the one trick we can't. Like, they've got British accents. Like, American kids love British kids. Like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah,
Should have
but
just got a
hey,
British
if-
vocalist, bro.
But, dude, they, like, fucking took off. They, like, just stepped right over us. And then, you know.
If there's never been a bigger steaming pile of shit that stemmed from a diamond, though, it's fucking them now. God, come on. Their shit
I mean,
now is
their
rough.
tours are still going to be
Oh,
huge,
man.
but that
Oh,
last,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean,
but-
I don't know how much the last record sold. It just kind of sounded like, you know,
Yeah,
it was
no.
recorded in a butthole.
It sounded like it
here's
was
another-
recorded in 1988, is what it sounded like.
The new Attack Attack be like Eskimo Callboy.
Hey.
I don't think that's accurate.
Here is a huge ripoff. Eskimo Callboy, they can eat a dick. They were horrible and definitely bit style.
I enjoyed them.
I kind of like
Yeah.
Eskimo Callboy.
They've got to be the
Wow.
biggest perpetrators, but I feel like
They definitely
their whole style is that they ripped off all those
Yeah,
bands
they were just
of
a
that
joke.
era.
They were a
Yeah.
big
Because
joke.
they're still doing it when kind of nobody else is.
Yeah.
See you,
Because
Space
even
Cowboy.
Attack Attack now doesn't sound like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Twitter doesn't agree with me. See you, Space Cowboy.
Yeah,
What
I don't
the
agree with that one at all.
That's what SUSC means.
Oh, yeah, yeah. What?
SYSC, whatever.
Yeah,
Thank
what's-
you.
What is Eskimo Callboys? What's that? Their like most recent single, Hypa Hypa.
Yeah.
Dude, I love that song.
The chicken, it's hot.
Sure, whatever. But that song is ridiculous.
All
The
their songs
snare
are
and the new
ridiculous. I just
asking.
love their style.
Well, that one in particular,
Hey.
the music video for that one is so funny because they, you know, it's like that stupid vaporwave, you know, pseudo.
All their
80s, the
videos are
workout
over the
clothing,
top, like they're not metal videos, so they're cool.
Dallas
it's so
Wright's
funny.
bringing up the snare on the new Asking record. If there's a snare that I believe stands out, was it not
Don't
the
say
snare on the Attack Attack second album? Didn't you have
Thought you were
some
gonna say
crazy
Saint
effect
Anger.
on your snare on that album? Did you not?
What for me?
Yeah. You guys had some weird drum effect or some weird sound on the fucking second album that stood out. No other like album around that time had and it was, I could have swore it was like a snare effect you had or something.
Maybe. I mean, you'd have to show it to me. I'm sure I could tell you
Yeah.
if you played
Yeah.
it to
Okay.
me, but yeah.
Let's go.
Lots.
That's
of effects.
crazy.
Hey, and somebody also mentioned what's like teaming up with Joey again, just real quick. How was that, getting back in touch with him and making
Oh.
that happen?
Well, it was actually tons of fun. And we went, we just went out to record this one song to start. And so we showed up there with 60 beers and we drank all of them. And then we started tracking and we did the entire song in like 2 days basically. And then we pretty much just hung out and like talked about the song pretty much flew together. I mean, it's like almost didn't, it really wasn't even work at that point.
Right. Which is
So we
always
were
good.
just hanging out and like catching up and talking about what's going on and, you know, strategizing and just hearing what he's up to and all this other stuff and just kind of really, honestly, it was super low pressure, like really awesome. I mean, it was so much fun to just be back in the studio with him again and to be at the place that we're at now. And, you know, he had a lot of, it's like the second song that he's recorded in I don't know how long. So, I mean, he's not even producing or anything full time. So it was really cool for him to show up totally, you know, charged up and excited, and we're excited. And this is what we ended up with. But that actually reminds me. So one of my favorite comments so far was someone complaining about how there's not enough instruments in the song. And Chris and I saw that and burst out laughing because the recording session has 191 tracks in it.
What the hell did they think was making that noise?
It doesn't have enough instruments? Like what?
I can see you getting confused on the old records.
That's someone
maybe,
that's
but
trying to be like a critical thinker that just sucks at.
Doesn't make any sense. I
There's
can hear
not
the
enough-
guitar.
There's not enough instruments in there. Well, first of all, you need like 3 to make a song. So
Okay,
anything
yeah.
over 4 is a little aggressive.
I got another one here. Another
Let's go.
really good one. This is probably one of my favorite comments. This is from Owen Walker. The first teaser led me to believe that it would be quite different. That section is probably my favorite part of the song, and it kind of feels out of place to me. I'm all for growth in a band's sound, and a comeback after 7 years with a mostly different lineup is bound to have a different sound. But when they started hyping everyone up by saying they're bringing 2010 back, I think it's fair to expect more of a tribute to the classic AA sound. So I'm definitely a little disappointed right now, even though I know that with a few more listens, this song will probably become one of my favorites.
Wow, we just went full circle in that whole comment. We just
You couldn't have just said, "Hey man, I like it."
that kind of just makes me think that if you reach that point at the end, maybe don't post. Maybe
Okay.
shut the fuck up.
Okay, so this is why I like this one. This is not a unique one either. That I've seen hundreds of comments just like this, where it's people complaining, but then also at the very end being like, "But also I love the song." Like it's. But for this one in general, what's really interesting about it to me is what I just read to you is the transcript from inside this kid's brain. This was his entire, the rest of us would have thought this all the way through and then just wrote, it's different, but I like this song. This is going to be one of my new favorites. That's what I would have written because that's my opinion. Now, like in the last paragraph here, we reach the conclusion, but there's all this in the beginning that doesn't need to be there because that's your own thought process that has now gotten you to this last piece. So it's just like,
That's just being really eager to make a point on Twitter, but not really having one. It's like coming to the dinner table with no food.
That's using all fucking.
I do have an oxymoron for you though.
mm-hmm.
Attack Reunion sucks. While wearing Attack shirt and then turning to the side because he's ashamed.
What the fuck?
Whatever. You still bought the shirt, dipshit.
That's probably one of the worst. Give us another one.
Yeah.
I don't know. His manager only said I could do 10 before he cried.
So I've seen a lot of things where Asking Alexandria appears to have upset a lot of people in the scene because the amount of comments I've seen just fully dragging Asking Alexandria is quite shocking, to be honest. And it's really funny. But here's the other ones. There have been tons of comments that mention Falling in Reverse, Bring Me the Horizon, and Linkin Park has been showing up a lot lately, where people are like, "Oh no, now it sounds like Linkin Park," or like, "Oh no, you guys are doing it. Bring Me, whatever," or like Falling in Reverse. It's like, wow, guess everyone just wants to sound like Falling in Reverse. But the funny thing to me is these complaints are likening us to like literally some of the biggest bands in rock music right now. So I'm like, well, that's sick that, if you hate it, but you're telling me that it sounds like these other bands that are doing a really excellent job. So cool.
The best part about that is usually when people say, oh, it sounds like Falling, because I think we can all agree there's nothing that really sounds like Falling in Reverse on the new song or any of your songs at all. The people that say that, they only know like 12 bands.
Right.
So they can't compare you and say like, well, I think that their electronics remind me of Kraftwerk in the late 80s. They have nothing to go off of. They only know Warped Tour bands, and they all sound the same. So yeah, a Linkin Park is like stupid original to them.
Echo Chamber is Echo Chamber. Here's a good lineup here. Trash. Nothing unique or worth listening to more than twice.
Or twice.
Next one. Can we just leave this band in 2009? It won't ever be the same. No shit.
I got one
Oh,
for
that
you.
guy is hurt. Okay, that person's hurt because 2009 was really good to him, and he can't go back there. And you're not bringing him
Yeah.
back
It's not
there.
my fault.
Yeah,
What
no,
happened
it's definitely
after
your fault.
2009 is
It's
not
called-
my fault.
It's
You
called
should
trauma,
never
sweetie.
have said you were bringing 2010 back because he thought he was going to go back to the glory days. You clearly lied to him.
It's
Well,
called trauma, sweetie. You need to go
Give
see
it
a
a minute.
therapist.
But so then this person felt, Ricky McGuire felt so strongly about this that he comments again and just says, it's just budget falling in reverse, even the album art. And I typed up a response and screenshotted it, and it just says, I guess you really won't like the Flock of Seagulls cover we're putting out next.
Oh, shit,
no.
are you?
No!
I got one for you. This is by Fight and Die for Nothing. I don't even like Attack Attack, but the new song is pretty good. Probably because it sounds nothing like Attack Attack.
Oh, dude, the amount of comments I've seen like that before of people, and I said something about this. I'm like, here's what's gonna happen. There's gonna be a ton of people outraged. You're gonna see, like, if you look at the likes on the video for Facebook, it's still an extremely positive response for likes. So nonverbal response is over like 9-to-1 positive.
Yeah.
Which is a big thing we look for because like literally most people won't comment on anything. They'll hit a
Yeah.
like button or maybe they won't, or they'll just add it to their playlist or whatever.
Did anyone else have to wonder what Falling in Reverse album cover you ripped off? Because I did. And I had to scroll back a few. That's
This
the
guy-
only thing that looks like your shit at all.
This dude,
So it has a car and it's got pink on it.
It's just not close enough at all.
This dude fucking Garrett is his name. Says the new Attack Attack is the most boring shit I've ever heard. It sounds
Oh,
like
dude,
a
you never
worse.
listen to Coldplay?
It sounds like a worse. Are you ready for it?
Uh-huh.
Black Veil Brides.
What?
I didn't get it either. I don't get it either. And then
Because he
Zach,
only knows 6 bands and the other 5 are all pop punk.
Zach
yeah.
Petchin. Zach Petchin goes, the new Attack Attack only has one good segment. Sorry, as if he helped you guys write the fucking thing. He's apologizing for you, as if no punk. He's just fucking apologizing for it.
You know, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like,
Pretty
you
much.
literally can't make anyone happy. But one thing that is interesting, the comments from this song and like across YouTube and Twitter and Facebook and everything, the comments are pretty much copy and pasted from like Absolute Punk and what was that other message board site from back in like 2000
Pure Volume?
2009. No, it was
Smart punk? No.
It was Absolute Punk, wasn't it?
is it Absolute Punk? Is that the am I
Yeah,
remembering
they
that
were the
right?
big one.
yeah.
They turned
They
into
were a
Chorus
big one.
FM or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Absolute Punk back when van flip was the thing where people just like openly called you gay and like wish that your van would flip over and you would die.
Mm-hmm.
That was like half the comments on Absolute Punk for a long time. But
Yeah, they shitted on Motionless in White forever, too. And look at the success that band's had ever since.
well, they fucking hated us, and I swear to God, I could copy and paste half of those comment sections out of Absolute Punk in 2009 and just stick them right in here.
Hey, and by the way, it's a shit ton better than the new Jamie's Elsewhere track because that shit is hot garbage.
I haven't
So,
heard it
you know
yet.
that. No, it's garbage.
I mean, I
Yeah,
saw
don't bother.
people are like, "Oh no, first attack! Now Jamie's Elsewhere shits the bed." I'm like, "Oh, what's that sound like?" I just haven't had a chance to listen to it yet.
This guy by the name of Cyber Akuma, who actually, never mind. I thought it was a profile picture of Kenny Omega. Anyways, he says, "Do you all remember when we all made the mistake of liking Attack Attack?"
Damn.
No,
I
I don't
do-
remember that.
I will say, like, I was like, I'm already, like, older than the scene kids. When I liked this band back in 09, I definitely got a hard time from, like, people outside my friend's circle. But, like,
Oh man,
fuck,
it was.
the shows were fun.
Yeah,
Dude, I had a
fuck,
hard
dude.
time from. We were ridiculed on national television. Like we've been made fun of internationally. When I was in high school, I was like one of the first kids to wear skinny jeans and stuff. And at that time, you just had to go into Hollister or whatever and just buy women's clothing and then wear it. And you know, I can't tell you how many times I walked down the hallways in high school and someone like throw a piece of trash at me and be like, "Nice jeans, faggot," and I'm like, "Oh, thanks, cool." And then once the band started to blow up, it became worse. If I
High
had
school in the
5
early
cents
2000s was the best.
if I had 5 cents for every time somebody used a derogatory slang homosexual term towards me, I would be able to buy Bob Dylan's publishing catalog.
Damn.
Which we
Or at least
disclosed
Lil
earlier
Wayne's.
was 9 figures. So
Yeah, it's 9 figures, bro. It's people are not shy about telling us to fuck off online
course
or in
not.
person. So
Of course not. Hey, at least they're doing it in person, goddammit, because a lot of people don't have the balls to do that.
Just wear a mask. You know, it's not asking a lot.
Yeah.
I don't. Do we want to talk about how the band ended? Do you want to make up a story? Anything good about that? What? Because like, did the band just fade away, or was there actual like beef between someone?
What?
When Attack Attack ended in like 14 or 13 or whatever.
Oh no, it was a cataclysm.
Oh,
What happened? Let's
it
hear
just
it.
imploded. Y'all hated each other.
Oh no, well, it's more.
I
complicated
assume
than
it's
that.
a long story
Let's
that you
go.
don't
We're
want to
good.
tell.
We have
No.
all night.
I'll just I can.
Paraphrase.
Yeah, I'll give you a
Sum
short
it up.
summary of it, and then you can ask follow-up questions if you so choose.
Cool.
But essentially, when Caleb quit the band, we had finished writing an album in Los Angeles that we were self-financing. We were getting ready to go completely on our own and finish this album and either sell it to another record label, or we were just going to go totally indie at that point. Because I've always wanted to have my own record label and my own imprints and yada, yada, yada. So we were at that point when he quit. And because of that, we were also in between. We were like towards the end of This Means War record cycle, and you get into like the third quarter of that. And you take on a shitload of debt. Like, you've printed a ton of merchandise, you've gone out on tours, a bunch of other stuff, and it's that last end of the cycle where you kind of like rake it all in, tie everything off, you know, make everything back, and then, you know, you pay your merch debt, all this other stuff. So he quit right at that, so we couldn't do anything about that. So I was the guy in the band that, like, you know, worked with management. I was always kind of the day-to-day manager for the band. So I start getting the phone calls and the emails, like, where's our money, right? And
That's
I'm like,
never good.
I'm like, we don't have any money. I can't go on tour, so I can't make any more money. So I can't give you any money. So sorry, I don't know what to tell you. We're gonna try to fix it. So right there, I was losing my mind, because like that kind of pressure for somebody in their early 20s is like, I had never dealt with anything like that before, and all of a sudden, there's all these people that are very angry, and they have attorneys, and they're like, we're gonna fuck you, like you're gonna get fucked if you don't figure this out. And I'm like, I get it. What do you want me to do? Should I get a second job at McDonald's? Like, what do you want me to do? I owe you $68,000 for T-shirts. Like, I don't have that money. So that was building, and then Whiting and I were trying to pick up the pieces, and, you know, we just basically tried to throw another band together and like make things work, and it didn't. And that was extremely stressful for everybody, because, you know, it was like this long drawn out spiral for Caleb's depression and everything else that all finally came to a head, and like our entire friend group just exploded and fragmented. So it was like all these relationships were strained, they're all fucked. And then at the very end of all of it, after we did the Native record and everything, there was just a bunch of random shit that took place in that time, and then Whiting and I got in a fight, and then we just didn't talk again for 7 years.
Brutal.
Yeah.
7 whole years.
Yeah.
Who reached out first?
I'd hit him up a number of times, but he, you know, he eventually hit
It
me
finally
up a little
clicked.
over a year ago. Yeah.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
It's good, man. Hey,
So everybody gets
we're
along
always,
now.
Despite the shit talking, we're always suckers for good stories like that, man. And me and Matt, you know, friendships, and we bands together, and we understand the struggle at least to a degree, right? You obviously were through it a lot at a lot higher level, and took on a lot of pressure. And it's admirable, man, that you're able to still have, you know, it might be a little bit of a tainted view, maybe, I don't know, you can elaborate on that, but I think that your outlook on the industry right now and how you're approaching this reunion and this revival is
You're
brilliant.
mad bitter
And
now, aren't you?
yeah, I'm glad. I mean, you might. Yeah, but it's at least a positive fuel from what it seems like, right? You're not letting it fuck you up. You're not spiraling,
Please be
right?
bitter.
You're at least fucking honing it in and being able to express it in a way that, you know, is hopefully gonna work, right?
Yeah, I'm not bitter. It is funny. Oh, by the way, the fight that Whiting I got in was, just for the record, is 100% my fault. Like, I'm putting that out there. That was totally my fault. So
You heard it here
Fair.
first,
Yeah.
folks.
Fair.
Boom.
I don't want to leave any details out. I don't want to make it seem
Right.
like, you know,
No.
I did a bad thing, and, you know,
Yeah, you're good.
and I apologized, and now we're friends again. So that's the whole story.
And
But
here
anyway,
we
yeah,
are.
I mean, I am extremely
Attack is
bitter
back,
and angry, and I
baby.
hate everything and everyone, and that's the unstoppable nuclear force that drives me to do what I do. And I'm only partially kidding about that.
Right.
I'm actually not bitter. It's a waste of time and energy, but I am furious. But that's just kind of like baseline, and that's the thing that Whiting and I definitely bond on, is that he and I, we know how to take that negative energy and put it into something creative. And it's funny. I mean, like we're starting to work on a song that is turning out pretty fucking heavy, and it's because we knew how people would respond to this new song. So we've been saving up like the best of the hate so we can read it and look at it and get really pissed off, and then we start writing a song. So, hopefully that formula is going to turn into a pretty good tough song in the future. So we'll see, we'll see if it works, but we're definitely trying to be creative and to approach this from a way that makes sense, even if it isn't traditional.
Even if it doesn't make sense.
Right, yeah. Even if it, because there's things that make sense for this band that don't make sense for literally anybody, and that's like, we want to discover those things.
Attack coming back in 2020 doesn't quite make sense, although it does.
This is fucking funny. I can answer this question and say yes. Hate to be that guy, but any stories about Austin from the early days? Was he really left crying in a parking lot on tour? He cried in the parking lot every night on tour, so that's nothing new to report there. Do you even want to talk about that guy? Best decision he ever made.
Hands down.
Not really. I don't want to talk about that guy.
Do you still talk to second singer Nick?
Did you know Costa Rica doesn't extradite?
Really?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Very
interesting.
So.
Nick Barham?
He.
Occasionally, I haven't talked to him for a while.
He went on to do.
Don't really cross, but
he went on to do Brightwell, which was kind of interesting, right? Because you didn't really hear from him after a hot second. That band for like a good hot second, little EP. I thought it was good, and then kind of fell off. I don't know.
Yeah, I liked their early stuff for sure.
They did.
I was engaged, and then I just never really heard anything about him again.
Yeah.
What is like a rare Easter egg or rare gem? Something most Attack fans do not know about the band. And that's it, folks. We stumped him. It's over.
Yeah, I have no idea. You'd have to narrow that down.
You don't have any like fun facts?
Go. Where's Brian Stars?
Oh, fuck him. He's the worst.
Real talk, he's in hiding.
Yeah.
Why?
He had a YouTube channel. Like, we have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/iHateTheScene. Subscribe now. He had a YouTube channel, and it was full of young teens who he took advantage of financially and in some ways sexually by having them make out and do questionable shit on camera. He was more about quantity, not quality, and posted a ton of shit. Also, can you attest to this? That motherfucker came out after me.
I think you might be right.
Yeah. Because I was like the first one covering these stupid scene bands. And then like everyone found out, I could go to Warped Tour if I have a website and I cover these bands. Yeah, well, you don't cover them like I do.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Because I didn't even meet or hear of Brian Stars for the first time until after we'd met.
Boom. Yeah, he ripped off a bunch of people. When YouTube was paying really well, he kept all the money, didn't distribute it. Like, if we were making a bunch of money, which we're fucking not, and I didn't pay Brian anything, kind of shitty, right? Well, it'd be a little worse if I, like, made Brian take off his shirt for, like, half these live streams, or made him, like, I don't know, kiss other dudes that wear eyeliner, for shits and gigs.
Interesting.
Yeah, so we're hardcore haters on Brian Stars here. We hate on a lot of bands. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's flooding in right now. Fuck Brian Stars, crying shits. Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah. Brutal. I don't have any more mean tweets. So, I
think I've exhausted the cream of the crop.
I just find it hilarious because this is one song. It's one song. You can tell it's a single. It's on the radio. There's no way to tell that this one song depicts the entire album style. There's no way. I don't know.
Yeah. Alex has.
It makes me want more.
Alex has a fucking brilliant question. Wants to
Where
know
is
what
the girl from the Stickly video?
What the premise behind the video was.
Behind that?
Please, Wetzel, can you please take us into your director, your complex director of mind, and let us know what the meaning behind that video was and why it was so impactful on your life?
I couldn't begin to fucking tell you what the hell's going on in that video.
Which version? Because there's two of them
right now.
Which version? Because there's two of them. One, you guys are in Westworld.
Hydrogen.
Hydrogen. Oh god, you guys are in fucking Westworld in one of them, and then in the other one there's like a fucking
that's the
party
video that
scene.
Whiting crabs it out that they made the GIF out of, right?
That's the video.
Yeah, but there's
Okay.
also the other Stickly video where you guys are like in a fucking club and everyone's got glow sticks and shit.
Oh,
and they're all
yeah,
going fucking
yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
There's an
yeah,
alternate
yeah.
version.
Yeah.
I know that ages ago when I interviewed you guys, it was Whiting that said the video meant nothing. The story that you guys had didn't end up happening. They had this whole shit. That's why the video is like not cohesive. That's like different scenes, and there's not really like just some chick running around. There's no story.
Yeah.
That's what he explained to me, and I was like,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
I bet this happens for a lot of bands. I wonder
Yeah,
who really
yeah.
has input.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. You can have as much input as you want, but sometimes it just doesn't. No one fucking cares. So this is what you get.
One of the things that stuck out immediately when I met y'all in 09 was, at that time I was meeting all the new Rise bands of Machines, Watch Out There's Ghosts, R.I.P., fucking all these fucking bands that came out. Yeah, I saw your eyes get wide. Yeah, shouts out to Jordan in the hotel he's living in. But just all these Rise bands getting signed every week, and all these young bands that we would meet, they were really humble to be like signed and be on the scene and touring. Of Machines, when I talked to them, they were already signed. The record was coming out. They were on their 9th show as a band ever.
Yeah.
And then I meet you guys, and you guys,
I'm
I
nervous
wouldn't
about
say
where
you.
this is going.
I wouldn't say you guys weren't humble. You were humble. You were nice. You were very cool, very giving. You gave us
Definitely.
free shirts. Whiting gave Brian a free Schecter guitar that I'm pretty sure violated his endorsement. But the thing I thought was interesting the most was you were complaining about all the Rise bands getting signed. And they were literally signing a band, maybe even 2, every single week. And I was like, well, why? And it's like, well, it takes the effort off of us. Like, it takes the attention off of us. Like, we're trying to get all this shit done, and now they have 6 new bands that were signed after us, and that's a real thing. Like, that had to be a bitch.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fucking problem because then you're trying. It's monkey's out of the bottle, man. It doesn't go back into the bottle. So like, once you're out and you're rolling and you've got an album out and you got a bunch of shit needs to get done, like it has to get done. And also, by the way, it's happening in an industry where people are fucked. Like they're not good with time management. You're dealing with people that are creatives and then people that are burnt out trying to deal with creatives. That is the struggle right there. So it's like, oh, fucking, Derek from Sum 41's on pills and booze again. Like, well, let's just try to shovel him into into some kind of
You heard it
doctor's
here
office.
first, folks. Derek from Sum 41 is on pills.
Not
What
today.
about the
This was in
weird-
2011.
What about the weird fact that there was that subset of like indie labels that were really into signing younger bands? The Devil Wears Prada, you guys, you were all like fresh out of high school,
Like, it was a competition.
no business mindset or insight, no
AP
management,
magazine
no time
fed into that
management,
too.
relationship building, probably bare minimum. You're all getting teased, depression, shit like that. Like, how do you expect you guys to be successful? And of
Y'all are
course,
young,
you
then
wanna
Icy
get
Stars
signed.
is younger, and then there's
Yeah.
a band that was like full of 13-year-old girls that was even younger than that.
Hey, Hollywood is obsessed with fucking kids, man. So
Thank you.
It's just
Thank you.
Literally.
Yes, it
literally,
is.
figuratively, it doesn't matter. So it's
Yep.
just, you get a bunch of high school kids.
Stop
and
normalizing it.
You're selling high school kids to high school kids. That's what you're doing. So of course Attack worked. You have a bunch of kids that are between the ages of 14 and 19 that are making music for other kids that are 14 and 19. And they
It's
love
a
it.
good PSA time.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah. Stop normalizing
why wouldn't
the
they
kid
like
fucking.
it? They're like, hey, we've got a band that's just like us. Like I could have gone to high school with the kids in Attack. And we pretty much always acted that way too. I mean,
It's great.
we don't really
Perfect.
give a shit.
This is a fucking, I don't know if we're winding down what we're doing, but
I've been winding down, dude. I'm getting heartburn.
you've-
I'm getting I'm coughing up
for-
this orange juice and tequila. Oh,
I feel like
Wetzel's
you guys
not
are
answering
the,
any of the questions I want to know. What was
So-
it like working with Dave Grohl?
oh god,
Dave Grohl, I mean, as one of my favorite drummers, just being in the same room with Dave Grohl to smell the sweat evaporating off of his body was one of the best things that I could ever experience.
I once used the same bathroom as Chino Moreno, so I understand the feeling exactly. I have 2 last questions, and then Brian, I'll let you jack off to this. What is Attack's legacy?
What is our legacy?
Yeah,
Gee,
because
don't
I
fucking
talked
know.
with you a couple weeks ago, like when y'all changed the name at one point. I don't remember which name change, if it was native or what. It kind of like quote unquote ruined the legacy because then
Yes.
when people Google or look up Attack Attack on social media, now it's been changed. Now they see this new band with this imagery, and then the band kind of flops or doesn't come out. Now it's just like a dead account. And so it kind of left Attack Attack like, damn, are people gonna like know how like impactful this band was? All that's been rectified, so that's since over with. But yeah,
I saw
like
that.
you guys are back, so you're gonna keep going. But like, what do you want this legacy to be? Do you want to be the ultimate troll? Do you want to be fucking David Bowie? Like, are you gonna go off the deep end like Kanye? You know what?
I don't know. I mean, there is no plan. It's just to do things that stimulate us. We're just gonna do what we want to do. If we want to put together, a tiny club show someplace where we just bring one local band and we play a show and then we do a changeover and we just DJ music and get hammered with everybody, then that's what we're gonna do and nobody can stop us.
Beautiful.
We can play the smallest venues we want, or we'll go play big festivals. We'll go to Europe. Like, it's totally whatever we feel like doing. If we want to write a heavy song and we want to market it, if we want to troll people and tell them we're doing an acoustic album, but actually it's a tough guy hardcore like Attack Attack spoof album, then that's what we're gonna do. I mean, there are no rules and we don't care, and we want people to remember that they're taking everything way too seriously. Like the way that people objectify artists and the way that they look at them, the way that they tell them how they need. Like, people are telling me how I should be releasing music. Isn't that kind of odd?
Yeah.
Well, of course, the 16-year-old who listens to your music on an iPod in high school knows more about it than the guy who's been touring for 15 years and making music. Duh.
Yeah. So I mean, but this is like our job at this point, at least for the near future, is to drive those kids' blood pressure through the fucking roof as much
my
as
God.
possible, because that's gonna make us happy. And then we'll see what happens after that. Maybe
Get
we'll love
wrecked.
it so much that we'll just keep doing it. Like I don't know, but
Get
it's fun.
wrecked. Get
It's fun.
wrecked.
And I mean, we're not
That's
going to put
hard.
out music that we don't like in the process either. It's not like we're going to do it just to troll. Like, make no mistake, this isn't just a troll thing. Like, we're serious. We're definitely back. But also, at
That's
the
just
same
the
time,
icing on the cake.
we've never taken anything seriously as a band. And we've just had to learn how to roll with the punches. And now, we might deliver a couple of punches here and there that you're going to have to fucking deal with.
There you go, baby. Oh, it's so fucking good. Real
Bitchin'.
quick,
That
end it
makes me
off.
more excited.
Best and worst show. Best and worst show. What was yours?
I don't know.
Sorry, Alex. Can't
Sweet.
answer it for you today.
Sweet.
He's answered too many
Sick.
questions. He's given us too much of his
Dope.
time. Hey, man.
Six hits.
all
I'm
the
gonna say your
social media-
worst show was that tour you guys did with Maylene because you didn't fit on it at all. That was stupid for you to be on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. The worst show could very well be in that lineup.
Where can they find all the social medias, all the goods for Attack, and what they can expect out of you guys? Give it to us.
You can find us on every major social media platform. Our handle is at @AttackAttackUS or Attack Attack Us if you like funny little jokes there.
that's cute. Yeah, I like that.
Or you
Helps me
can
remember.
you can stream the new single "All My Life," as a lot of people complained about. It is on SiriusXM Octane, channel 37. And
Octane, bitches. Your dad
They
has a
love it.
subscription. Go listen
that's
to it.
right. Your dad loves the song. There are people's moms with Androids listening to this song all across the country right this very second, and you can do nothing to stop it. Also,
Your
you
dad
can
has
find
no
us-
idea what the new Soilwork song sounds like, but he heard that new Star Set and Attack and he liked
Yeah, he
it.
loves that new Attack Attack song. He's asking, dude, there's so many kids' parents right now asking their kids, like, oh, have you heard of this band Attack? I heard them on, and they're just going, oh,
Oh, that's why they hate you.
Oh, this
yeah,
is
dude,
beautiful.
that's why
This
they're
is
mad.
fucking chaos. I love
now their
it.
parents are getting in on it. First it was Facebook, now this.
Oh, I love
God.
I'm
I
starting
love
to think
it.
the album's gonna come out and it's not gonna have any of these songs on it. It's just gonna sound like Nickelback.
No, I've already got a butt rock band. I don't need a second one. It's fine.
it. There you go, baby.
It's fine. But yeah, all the streaming platforms have it, whether you got Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, whatever.
Dope.
It's all out there. Follow our Spotify page. Like, give us a little follow if you've been listening to the song. And,
Give
Spread the word.
give us something. What's coming up next? Give us a little nugget. Give
Do you
us
have a
something.
Parler
Give me,
account?
Come on, baby. Come on.
No.
I'm fiending. Give me
I don't have
something,
time
baby.
for that. Well, I mean, I told you, I'm going to Nashville, and we got a writing session that starts Monday, and we're working on a heavy guy.
He's going to Nashville to sign a
heavy
contract
guy.
with TNA,
Yeah,
and he's going to
we're working
appear
on a
on the
heavy
next
guy.
episode of Impact.
And we already have a very, very funny title for it already, which I'm not going to tell you, but I guarantee that when you read it, if this song makes it to the finish line, which I expect it will, it's going to be really fucking funny. It's going to be good, but it's going to be heavy, and it will not sound like All My Life. I can tell you that much.
Oh, man, thank God, because my 14-year-old cousin is fucking relieved.
Is fucking losing it.
Yeah, he's losing it. Where's the
heavy
crab,
guy.
bro? I had to take him to a
Where's the
seafood
crab?
buffet. He just couldn't handle it, dude.
Yeah, honestly, if you guys keep complaining, we're going to make one copy of the record on cassette, and I'm going to go bury it in a field in Oklahoma and drop the fucking
Next to that
coordinates
monolith.
online. Yeah, and you guys, one of you can just go get it, and, fuck you. It's up to you. Figure it out.
Oh my God, they're the monolith. That's
You're
what
the
they're about.
monolith.
It's him.
Oh shit!
It's the Attack record.
It's
That's where you can
come
find the A track.
Full circle.
Dude, what a
It's come
cheese.
full circle. You can find me at Brian of Death on Instagram and Twitter. You can also find me at the Common Chaos Podcast, commonchaos.net. Check that out. Matt, where can they find you at, my guy?
That was a good show. That was good shit. I'm pretty sure he
was.
hated all our questions. But,
It's
that's
okay.
only like the 16th time that's happened. You
It's
can find
okay.
me on Instagram at iHateTheScene. You can find me on Twitter at iHateTheScene because some dumb son of a bitch stole the user tag I wanted to use.
Brad Stanford, listen to me. If you do not give us back our fucking handle, it will be hell. I promise you. We will rain a war storm of hell upon you. Just give it back to us and we won't have a problem.
You'll hear from my fucking lawyers, and they're Jewish as shit.
I've got
Jewish
a fully loaded Predator drone that you guys can borrow if you want.
Sweet.
Predator
I
drone,
always-
son.
when
Are
I
you fucking
think
with
of,
us, Brad
like,
Stanford?
home defense and
Brad
weaponry,
Stanford.
attack just comes to mind.
Brad Stanford, what's up?
Make sure to subscribe and follow us on twitch.tv/iHateTheScene, facebook.com/iHateTheScene, youtube.com/iHateTheScene. That's the one you need to subscribe to and follow the most. You can find all those links on iHateTheScene.com, bitches.
Check out All My Life by Attack. Andrew Wetzel, thank you for tuning in or coming in and joining the party, buddy.
Yeah, you know what?
it was a
Thanks for
great
coming
fucking
in.
time.
We can pretend.
It was a great
Yeah,
fucking time.
Of course. Thank you for having me. And, maybe we'll have something else to talk about here before too long.
Yeah.
Dude, I cannot wait for your next controversy. As long as you guys don't mess with any minors, I think it's going to be fucking wonderful.
Justin
yeah,
James.
The kids, stop fucking the kids. All right,
Thank you.
Please.
Hey, stop normalizing it.
Yeah,
for real.
we'll just
Stop
this
normalizing
whole
it.
episode is sponsored by not fucking kids. Okay?
Seriously.
Check her ID.
Stop
You know what?
normalizing it.
Check her ID and get a breathalyzer, why don't you? Okay, how about some consent, fellas?
Yeah, you get a witness. You need to get a what do you call it when someone
Get a fucking dog.
My
Get a
notary.
witness.
Yeah,
Get
get
a
it
notary, a
notarized.
public notary. Get
Plan
a
to
fucking,
fuck 7 days in advance so you can get it notarized, laminated. Hey, my grandpa always said to videotape it so they know she likes it.
Oh boy.
There was also that
What?
one
We're
time where we
canceled?
were also.
I tried my hardest, man. 36 is a big number.
Wetzel's out of here. He bounced. He has to go. He can't associate with this anymore. Oh no.
Yeah, I gotta get the fuck out of here before something bad
Hey,
happens.
there was also
Definitely
that one
hang
time.
out for cake and ice cream backstage.
Yes, we have a
As
backstage
always.
area as always. So don't disconnect when we hit this video. I was also gonna say that one time we were gonna maybe also have that. You were supposed to cut me off, Matt, but you didn't.
Oh no, because I totally had this horrible Austin Carlisle joke I was gonna rip about.
I knew I was fucked.